A space for activities outdoors, a space for nature education, and a space for nature protection. These are the visions we set for ourselves when reclaiming an abandoned space in nature, the shelter of the Salamander. We are in Tramonti, which is a small town in the mountains, with habitats and species to observe and with many unexplored hiking trails. But what do we know about nature, and how do we spend our time in nature? Those are the questions we based our actions of reclaiming the shelter next to the Salamandra on. We held meetings with the members, friends and partners of the association, and we discussed ideas on what to do in this place, how these places can be used by the community, and how to implement our ideas. As a first activity, we performed a survey consistent of a questionnaire and of interviews among members of the local community to find out what are their needs and how do they perceive the open and public spaces in the local area. Results showed that outdoor spaces, nature spaces and hiking trails are highly relevant and not fully developed yet. Independent of our practical actions on site, our next decision was that we will need to inform and educate about the place and the activities that we were about to do. Therefore, we planned to create signs and panels to be set up at points of interest along the hiking trail and which will be visible for hikers, visitors and bikers. We know from our experience that even visitors who have non-sustainable behavior will adjust their attitude once they see that they are in a place which is taken care of, and so we created incentives for them to join the common efforts done for the good purpose. In the spirit of nature discovery, we went out exploring the forest around the area of the shelter and along the hiking path. We decided to identify and catalog the present habitat and species, to create an herbarium of the plants and flowers, and to make a collection of pictures for our database. Moreover, we identified that we want to work on the construction of the abandoned shelter and regain its functionality. This meant that we would have to work on the roof, on the windows and on the walls inside. We also had to clean the area from being filled in with soil, leaves and branches, and from the surrounding forest, and unfortunately also from waste which had been left there by the previous users. Having started this activity, we already benefited personally from rediscovered part of the nature that surrounds us. We learned to appreciate the changing of seasons, and we felt the community spirit that such an activity outdoor can bring. We are about halfway there, so we're working together with volunteers and members of the local community to finish our work. In the next step, we will furthermore organize excursions with a broader public and the local schools. We only started on our path literally, and we're looking forward for the steps which are still to come.